I bet this is going to be so good because it's made out of love.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shannon and I share our family's debt-free journey and all the frugal things we do to reach our goal. Today we're going to do some pantry cooking and batch cooking, which is basically just trying to put together some make-ahead breakfast and lunch ideas for the week using what we already have on hand. We have a really tiny kitchen and pantry for 5 people with almost no storage, so we try to meal plan really well so that we don't have a ton of extra food. Basically, we just like to have, what we need for each meal for that week or month. But every few months, we need to do a declutter and use some stuff up because we've either gotten it on sale or we didn't make a meal that we were planning to make, so things kind of build up over time. So let's get started, and for the first half of this video, I have the help of my beautiful daughter.
And we're going to bake a French bread casserole.
So Bethany really likes baking, and she got this Disney Princess cookbook for her birthday and loves to help in the kitchen, and it had this French bread casserole, so we decided that we would give it a try.
Butter it. We're going to butter it like this all over the bottom. Oh, oopsie daisy.
And I'll put all the recipe information for everything that we're making today in the description box below. But the nice thing about this recipe, it's super easy. You could use pretty much like any extra bread that you have laying around that you're trying to use up before it goes bad. And that's basically what we're doing today. I'm just trying to share a little bit of motivation and ideas if you are strapped for groceries and you're just trying to kind of use up whatever you have in the kitchen. And my daughter sampling the brown sugar. She likes to sample when we bake. We pretty much always have baking ingredients on hand: flour, sugar, brown sugar, so that we can make cookies, pancakes, all that kind of fun baking stuff because my daughter likes to bake. And also you can make a ton of recipes out of those ingredients from scratch, which is something I never thought to do before we were on our frugal living journey. So now we're more inclined to try like muffin recipes or cookies from scratch or cakes from scratch, and we find it to be really fun and also saves money. So this is a really good make ahead breakfast. You don't have to cook it right away. You can leave it in the fridge overnight or probably even for a couple nights, and then you can bake it in the morning so it will be hot and fresh, but at least you've already done like most of the hard work and the mixing. We always have so many leftover overripe bananas. This week it was like a little bit extreme. Like we usually don't have that many, but I wanted to definitely do something with these. And this is a banana chocolate chip muffin recipe that we make all the time whenever we have leftover bananas. And it's really good for just a grab and go breakfast for the kids, or sometimes I even put them in the kids' lunch boxes for school. So they're very versatile for breakfast or desserts, snacks, lunches, and everything. I was really overzealous. I wanted to make another like blueberry banana bar recipe that I had found. But yeah, I definitely was exhausted by the time I made all these different recipes, which you will see. Also, this will show you how like beginner home cook I am, but I just learned how to measure flour, how you're supposed to like pour it into a cup and then like use a knife to level it off. So let me know if you knew that that's how you're supposed to measure flour, if I'm just like the only person that was totally clueless to this. But obviously like I'm trying to get more knowledge on baking because my daughter likes it so much. So we watch like Kids Baking Championship all the time and like all the Halloween baking competitions and everything on Food Network, and we just love doing that. I love these silicone muffin liners. We use them to put like kids snacks in and also to make muffins like a million times a month. And it's great that they're reusable and they're pretty cheap on Amazon. I'll link those below. Now that the muffins are in the oven, I have some leftover taco meat from when we had tacos this week. And I am going to make some, well, I intentionally meant them to be breakfast burritos. But as you will see, I had like too small of tortillas, and so I couldn't actually get them to be burritos. I think you need larger tortillas to make them burritos. But so they ended up kind of being breakfast tacos. But basically I just used leftover taco meat, And then I scrambled some eggs and I put these cheese slices. Like, again, I'm just trying to use up what we already have in the fridge. So yeah, these would probably be better with like real grated cheese, but I had like all these cheese slices that no one was eating and I wanted to use them up. And so then now I have another helper with me, as you can see. But then I wrap them in foil, and then I'm just gonna put them in the freezer so they can be grab and go. And I'm recording this voiceover the next day, so I can tell you that I actually tried one today. And basically I unwrapped it from the foil and wrapped it in a paper towel and microwaved it for about 2 minutes, and I put some salsa, and it was really good. I actually had one for lunch today. So it was delicious, and it was easy because it was already made. It was grab and go. And I love my reusable Ziploc bags. These are 2 different kinds, and I'll link each one below. Now our chocolate chip muffins are done. They look so yummy. And I was actually also going to make a giant batch of pancakes because that's a really easy morning thing. It's super cheap to make. And I ran out of milk making all these other breakfast recipes, so I'll have to save that for another day. But I'm right now using the rice cooker and the crock pot to make rice and chicken, and this is for my husband's lunch. So I'm actually going to, since this is late at night when I was doing this, I'm just gonna throw chicken in the crock pot with a ranch packet of seasoning. Chicken, rice, and veggies is kind of like a staple meal prep for lunch around here, so it's quick and easy. Even though I didn't get to my pancakes, I was really happy with how much we got done over the last couple of hours. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you liked this video, let me know so I can do this again with some different recipes, and I'll see you guys in the next one.